Hello my dear friends, I welcome you all to my channel. And in today's video, we are going to learn the chapter from civics, that is the Supreme Court. So, we are going to discuss in this video about Supreme Court and what are the other functions of the Supreme Court. So, first of all, we must know that Supreme Court is the apex court of India, the highest court of India. Which is highest court of India? Supreme Court only. So, Supreme Court. So, what is the composition? So, first of all, what is the meaning of composition? Composition means how many members. Members here refers to judges. So, the number of judges present in the Supreme Court, that will be coming under the composition of the Supreme Court. Okay. So, the Supreme Court of India consists of a Chief Justice of India. So, first of all, who will be there? The Chief Justice of India, including that, other than Chief Justice of India, there will be 33 other judges present in which court? Supreme Court. So, there will be other 33 judges present in the Supreme Court of India until, so we can say only 33, until it will be decided by the Parliament. Who will decide the number of judges to be there in Supreme Court? Parliament will decide by law. It will prescribe a large number of judges. So according to Parliament law, it can be changed from, so basically before it was 30. So other than Chief Justice of India, there will be 30 judges in our Supreme Court. But due to that one act came on August 9, 2019, it increased the number of judges of Supreme Court, excluding the Chief Justice, not Chief Justice, except Chief Justice, there should be not 33 judges in Supreme Court. Okay. Next, so what is the qualification if you and I, anyone who wants to be the judge of a Supreme Court? So, what is the qualification required? A person is not qualified for the appointment as a judge of the Supreme Court if he or she is not a citizen of India. So, you must not be a citizen of some other country, you must be a citizen of India. And it has been for at least 5 years. How many years? Note it down. 5 years as a judge of High Court or two or more such courts in succession. What is the meaning of succession? You shall not only be the 5 years a judge, but also in succession. Means if you are starting as a judge of any high court or any other court from 2015, you must be a judge till 2019 or 2020, like this. Means 5 year continuous, not in that this today I am judge, this year, next year not, then like that 5 years will not be counted to qualify as as the judge of Supreme Court. So you have to be 5 years a judge of High Court or two or more any court in succession. This word is very important. Succession, continuous. So has been at least 10 years, at least if you're not a 5 year judge, then at least 10 years, an advocate of High Court. Do you know the meaning of advocate? Right, lawyer. Advocate of High Court or two or more such courts in succession. If you are not fulfilled this, the 5 year judge, then you have to be 10 years advocate in succession, continuous 10 years advocate in any high court or any other court of India. Or if you have not fulfilled this also, then is in the opinion of the president a distinguished jurist. What is the meaning of distinguished jurist? Means a well-known person, a well-known jurist. If you are a well-known person by the president in the field of judicial services, if you are a good in or if you are a well-known person in judicial service by the president, so in the opinion of president, as well as being a citizen of India, these two requirement if you fulfill, then you can be or you are qualified as a judge of Supreme Court. What are the requirements? Must be a citizen of India, that is compulsory, and there are the three options. Either you can be a judge of High Court or any court for how many years? 5 years in succession. Or you can be advocate for how many years? 10 years in succession. Or you must be a well-known jurist from president's side. Okay, so how appointment? Every judge of Supreme Court is appointed by the President of India. Who will be appointing? The President of India will appoint, but he will take the consultation. consultation with the judges of Supreme Court. Now you have a doubt that judges of Supreme Court are only appointed, but with the consultation of judges of Supreme Court. So all the judges will not be appointed at a single time. All the 33 judges. So how many judges are present in the Supreme Court at that time? Because you know what you will see now. What are the age requirements? That is up to 65 years only. So if that age any crosses, then what you have to do then, some judges will be keep on retiring after a few years. Someone age is over, so the retiring, it will be retiring. So only not the 33 judges will be present at a time in a Supreme Court. So one will be retired, three will be retired, like that. If there is a less to the, if 10 judges are retired due to age, their age is over, term is expired. So then for that 10 judges, the president will appoint 10 judges, and he will take the consultation from other 23 judges, like that. The meaning of here is that the judges who are present in the Supreme Court, the president will take consultation to appoint the any more judges of Supreme Court. Okay. And the High Court, judges of Supreme Court of High Court, besides the Council of Minister. What is the meaning of this? Beside, he will take the support from or a consultation from Council of Ministers. There are many ministers, three type of. So there are Council of Ministers. Except then, other than that, he will take consultation from whom? From judges of Supreme Court and High Court. Okay, who? President of India. In case of appointment of a judge of other than Chief Justice, in case of appointment of other than Chief Justice, the Chief Justice of India shall be consulted. So, if there is election for Chief Justice of India, President will take opinion from judges of Supreme Court. But if other than Chief Justice means any normal judges, then who will also give the opinion? Who will also give the consultation? Chief Justice of that particular Supreme Court and Chief Justice of India, we call it as. Okay. Consultation will generally mean concurrence. Concurrence means agreement. It's like a kind of agreement that will be done with the consultation. In case of the Chief Justice, usually who will be elected as a Chief Justice? Now this is the doubt, and it is a good question. So the senior most judge of the Supreme Court will be appointed as a Chief Justice of India. When the Chief Justice is unable to perform the duties of office by reason of absence or any otherwise, the President may appoint another judge of Supreme Court as the acting Chief Justice. If Chief Justice of India is not able to perform his or her duties due to absence or other reasons, then President will appoint, or means he will fulfill the post for that time, the judge of Supreme Court as the acting Chief Justice, not a judge of High Court or any a subordinate court, but the judge of Supreme Court will be appointed as an acting Chief Justice for that period of time. Okay. So what is the appointment of ad hoc judges? Ad hoc means temporary judges. Sometimes they will require not temporary judges. So the Chief Justice may, who will appoint the temporary ad hoc judges? Chief Justice of India will appoint the ad hoc judges of the Supreme Court for a period as may be necessary. So the period the necessary will be there. How much time? So will appoint Chief Justice of India will appoint. Such appointments are made with the consent. Consent means sign of whom? President. And after the consultation of Chief Justice of the High Court, consent. So means to Chief Justice may appoint a judge of High Court often as an ad hoc judges of the Supreme Court. So who will be appointed as ad hoc judges, temporary judge of Supreme Court, judges of Supreme High Court? So there is a Chief Justice in High Court also, right? So take the judge of that particular High Court as a judge, temporary ad hoc judge of Supreme Court. This Chief Justice of India will appoint with, will consult with that Chief Justice of the particular High Court. If I want to take a judge from Patna High Court, I am the Chief Justice of India, and I have to take a judge from this Patna High Court to act as a ad hoc judge of Supreme Court. Then I have to consult with the Chief Justice of Patna High Court of that High Court concerned. Okay. The Chief Justice may at any time with previous consent of the President request attendance of retired judges of Supreme Court or to act as a judge of Supreme Court. So as I have told you, the age will expire, the judges will be retired. Okay. So the Chief Justice has the power to call anytime, make the attendance of that retired judges to act as a judge of Supreme Court. Okay. Now, what are the term? So, a judge shall hold the office until he will attain how many age? 65 years of age. Okay. And now the question is that, okay, the judge of Supreme Court is appointed. Can he be dismissed or not? Some of you have a doubt that, oh, this is the great post, so cannot be disqualified. See, first of all, the removal of judges of Supreme Court is not easy and a usual process. Like President of India, Vice President, and many other things, the removal of judges of Supreme Court is not a usual or a formal easy process. So, what is the process? The judge of Supreme Court cannot be removed from office except by an order of President on the ground of proven misbehavior or incapacity. So, what is the process to remove? Impeachment. So how much will be the majority? Two-thirds of majority of the parliament, or like that it should be there. Member of the house. Member of the house means parliament or Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, like that it is there, right? So a two-third majority should be there, and it should be a proven misbehavior. Not if you want that I want to remove this means you cannot remove. If you are a president, if you want to remove the judge of Supreme Court, you can't, because but it is not a usual process. The process is called which process? Impeachment is the process to remove the judge of Supreme Court. Okay. So where is the seat of Supreme Court? You know all very know. You all know it very well, right? The Supreme Court shall sit in Delhi, the capital city of India, or in any other place as the Chief Justice will decide with the approval of President. Everywhere there will be approval of President, but you have known only two things where Chief Justice will play a role: to appoint the ad hoc judges as well as to decide the seat of Supreme Court, but also will be done with the consultant advice of approval of President. Okay. President of which country? India. Independence of judiciary from now. How you will see that Supreme Court is independent in his judicial activities. First, appointment of judges. You know very well every appointment of judges will be appointed by President of India only, after the consultation with Council of Minister cabinets and as well as the judges of Supreme Court and High Court. So now judiciary and executive are involved in the appointment of judges. Next, removal of judges. You know that the judges cannot be reformed through a normal simple procedure. They must be proven misbehavior in any court, any impartial court means the court which is not doing any kind of partiality. In that, it does not mean that I am the judge of Supreme Court, then that court has to favor me. No, it should be proved in the impartial court that whether I am a president or I am the Ambani of this country, I will be punished if I will be removed if I have done anything wrong. That is the meaning of impartial court. Okay. So it should be two-third majority of present and voting. The word proved. In the book, it is given the line that a word proved is very important. The misbehavior I am doing okay, no problem. If I have done any misbehavior, but it should be a proven. You have to prove it in the impartial court. It should be a proven misbehavior. To remove whom? Judge of Supreme Court. Security of tenure. Security, term. Tenure means term. 60 until he or she will hold the office as a judge of Supreme Court until how many years? 65 years of age. Okay. Security of salaries and service condition. Who will decide the salaries and other allowances to the ministers, judges of Supreme Court? This, that. Who will allot? Parliament. Parliament only will decide the money, okay, to be given. Judges will not the salary will also not change until to the during the term of office. The salary of the judges cannot be reduced except there is which emergency, financial emergency. Their salaries and allowances are charged on the consolidated fund of India and so are not subject to the vote of parliament. Oh, it is the salaries will charged on the consolidated fund of India. Freedom to announce decisions and orders. So judges who are the judges of Supreme Court, they are free to announce any order with decision without any fear. There should not be fear because they have to get a personal security, personal safety at all cost, any cost. They must be given the personal security, so they should not worry. They have to announce their own decision. Okay, punishment for the contempt of court. Contempt means criticizing the court. If you or anyone criticize the court, the Supreme Court can punish if a person or authority makes an attempt to lower its authority. If you're criticizing the court, if you're trying to lower the authority of the Supreme Court, then the Supreme Court will punish you. Full control over its procedure of work and establishment. The Supreme Court is free to decide its own procedures, okay, of work and its establishment as well as the conditions of the Supreme Court of its employees. Thus, it is free from influence of any outside agency. The Supreme Court has had the full control over its own procedure of work, how they are doing, what they have to do. The procedure of the way of working is fully dependent upon them itself. Okay, so no discussion in the legislature on the conduct of judges. So in the legislature there should be no discussion regarding the conduct of judge. Conduct means character of a judge. No discussion shall take place in the Parliament regarding the conduct of any judge or about the discharge of his duties except when there is a motion for his removal. Prohibition of practice after retirement. The judges are paid how handsome pension, but they are not allowed to practice after their retirement. This has been done so that the judges are not obliged during their tenure as judges to any prospective employer. Moreover, if they are allowed to practice, they might influence their former colleagues in the judiciary. So they have been given handsome pension. What is the meaning of handsome pension? If they will retire, they will be given a very good amount of money as a pension. But so why they have to do any other works practicing out? So they have to not practice anything as after getting retired from the Supreme Court because they have been given enough pension, handsome pension. That is the meaning of this. So they have been prohibited to practice anything after their retirement. So that much from today's this video. This is the part one regarding this chapter. Next we have jurisdiction. There will be some reads, many kinds of reviews and powers of Supreme Court. We are going to discuss in the upcoming part two of this video. Till then, thank you. Goodbye.